Hello everyone and welcome to Shay Games Library channel. Welcome to episode 19 of our no DLC city. In previous episode we created this beautiful good looking skyline, and this was a hard and time consuming build, but in a process of making this skyline we also managed to unlock a new tile. So we can now move to more peaceful part of the area of this map and create a hydropower plant somewhere in this area. I believe this area is a perfect spot for hydropower plant, and in a few moments you will see why. First of all, we need to remove all the roads and rails, and also remove all the trees and rocks from this area. And after that, do a little terraforming to prepare terrain for future construction of our power plant. So when building power plant, for me it's important for both river banks to be on even heights, and this is exactly what I'm doing at this point. And this is the place where I will build power plant, and as you can see it's not very strong at the moment. It only produces 200 megawatts of power, but we will fix that in a moment. For now, let's just build one basic road that will cross this river to the other side, and so I have a sense of where to place other things that I want to build. So as you can see, this is very nice and even, it's looking very good. And now we can place some quays along the river sides, just to make sure that the hydropower plant does not flood our city. To increase power of the hydropower plant, all you need to do is to make sure that water level between upstream and downstream is at different heights, and the bigger difference will bring you better power output. All we can do now is to wait, and as you can see, I have built this great dirt road to protect the city, and it's working very well. City is well protected while we wait for the water to settle in. So the water has finally settled in after some time, and as you can see, the power output is at 1200, even 1300 megawatts at this point, and this is looking very nice. We increased power output up to 5 times from original build. Now what we need to do is to reconnect all these roads and rail tracks, so please enjoy this short time lapse. And just I want to point out that I will use embedded road that is located on the top of the hydropower plant. I will use that road as part of the interchange, as that road will be used as one of the exit roads from this interchange. Enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you in a moment. can finally test how this green energy source actually save money for the city. We can connect our power plant to the rest of the city with production of the electricity is at 2000 megawatts at the moment, and weekly profit for the city is at 3,500. We can finally remove all those oil power plants from this part of the map. We don't need those. And after deleting all those oil power plants, production is at 1,300 per week. So we can decrease budget, and even after decreasing budget to 80%, production is at 900 megawatts per week, so we can even more decrease it to 70% at this point. And I believe this is a perfect spot. We have more than needed power, and we increased our weekly profit to 10, even 11,000 per week. So this is great news for the city. We have a power output that will last us a long time, and we don't really need to worry about power anymore in this city. So now we can proceed and expand this layout here, where I want to build a few interesting things. And please enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you again in a few moments. Okay, we can finally see the end product of this episode, and first of all I would like to point to this great monument to all the workers who did a great job building this hydropower plant. And as you can see, this worker is always watching on the hydropower plant, making sure this plant works perfectly in every part of the year, every part of the day. And we integrated a hydropower plant into this nice looking interchange. And over here we can see hydropower plant administration building here with the great hall entrance in front of this plaza. Of course, there is a parking lot for visitors and parking lot for workers of the hydropower plant. Hydropower plant has 3 separate blocks. This is block A, block B and block C, and this is because if one of the blocks failed, other blocks can continue running independently. This is the main maintenance zone here with storage rooms and workshops, as you can see, and we have few storage yards here. In this area here I have put a few of these incineration plants because I imagine this is a river and some garbage might have piled up on the banks of this hydro power plant, and then workers can collect those garbage and incinerate those garbage here in these plants. As you can see, those buildings act as transistors and capacitors that actually regulate the flow of the electric current, and with a steady flow, they via those power lines, current and electric power is transferred this part of the city and to the rest of the city. Because it's a high power output, there are 3 separate lines. Again, if one line fails, 2 other lines will continue working. Everything is well protected with fences, and we have to some extent these pathways for maintenance crews to check the condition of those power lines. And with that being said, I would like to say thank you very much for watching this episode 19. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and see you very soon in episode 20